one was with a 20-user manufacturing company. The guy was actually planning on reaching back out to me, but I caught him first. Said they're having a lot of open issues with their current provider, and he's about at the straw that breaks the camel's back as far as switching up his IT company. So he was pretty open to hearing from us. My CEO and operations manager are going to hop on a team with him on Tuesday. And then the second one was with a guy that I've been talking to for a while now. They're like a real estate investment firm. I spoke to him, this is I think the third or fourth time now, finally caught him at a time where he was like, okay, it makes sense to have a conversation. They've got about 30 users over there right now. They've just got a break fix set up in place. He's even said before he's kind of liked the idea of an MSP, but he doesn't feel the need to seek a change for change's sake, and that's just what they have right now is working for him. He was curious to see if we might be able to be a better resource for him, so that meeting is set for next Friday. And the same thing, couple good opportunities, hopefully bring something home.
Set an appointment for my guy down in Louisville. It was a pretty unique call, called the direct line of a CTO, and recently I've been trying to shake up my pitch a little bit just to see if I can get different perspectives, try to see who I'm talking to, maybe if I call mobiles I can get a better outcome, but tried this new pitch I got for mobile lines. It worked. Talked to the CTO. He's about 3 months into the job. He started at the beginning of this year, and the people before him, the CEO, signed an MSP agreement end of last for 1 year, and they're a law firm. They're currently about 35, 40 users. And when I talked with him, he told me he wasn't interested. He knew they were under contract, but being so fresh and new at the role, he liked the idea of us being so close to him. And so I scheduled it up. They're under contract for the year. He wants to know what we can do comparatively. But it was kind of unique, too, because it's 35 users to 40 users, about 9 servers between on-prem and virtual machines. Right after I scheduled the appointment, my client actually called me and told me he just got done installing a full new IT setup for a law firm that was 40 users. So he has a perfect reference point. It took him, I think, 3 hours to get everything transferred over into their company's name, get everything moved, get everything set up. So I think it's going to be a very, very, very good meeting. It should be a lot of intel going back and forth, but it will be scheduled for next Wednesday, 2 o'clock. It's a pretty good one.
All right, so I got an appointment for my client down in Orlando earlier today. I was with an architecture firm. Currently, they handle all of their IT internally, but they do use a company for some backup support. Recently made that change from a bigger company because of how much they're paying. So, they're probably not going to be making any change anytime soon, but he did say he'd be open to just learn a little bit more about our services, as we do have very cost-effective options. So if anything changed with their current company in the future, it could be a nice backup plan. They have about 70 users at that one location, so set that up for a couple weeks in advance, and then we're going to see what we can do with that one.
So just got one for my client in Ohio. It's with the ice cream cart manufacturer. I actually talked to the owner of the company. She said that they have about 15 to 20 users that currently use the company. Always would love to have a comparison option, just to have something in their back pocket in case something changes. Send her over an email sometimes. She got back to me and said, send me over an invite for the 4th at 11:30. So I sent her over an invite for a screen share, 11:30. I know my guy is looking forward to it, and it should be a pretty good one.
So I got one for my client out in Connecticut today. Basically, I called a food products company and got the owner on the phone with his mobile line, and we spoke to him a little bit, and he was kind of in a rush, but he said he's willing to reevaluate his IT situation right now and wanted my sales manager, Pat, to give him a call next week. So we set that for Wednesday. He's going to give him a call, and hopefully we can get something out of it, but it's going to be a pretty good one.
Yeah, so I got 3 for my appliance client here in St. Louis. One of them is a appliance store in Ohio. Spoke to the lady over there, and right now they're not looking for software, but their contract is coming up with their current software company in June. So we're going to go ahead and send them a video. So when the time comes that we're top of mind. Got another one for appliance. Spoke to a lady at another store in Ohio. Kind of the same scenario, not looking right now, but their contract's coming up pretty soon. And then the other one was in Ohio, and the lady there was kind of apprehensive at first, but then I told her that we can come out and do on-site training if it's something they want to move forward with, and she kind of stopped and was like, wow, that's the first time anyone's ever said that, so you'll definitely be getting a call back. So should be pretty good ones. Hopefully we can help them out.
So I just got one from my client in Memphis, Tennessee. He has been wanting to hammer down on property management companies. I contacted one earlier today, and I'm still in the process of contacting them more to get them some information. That way we can be a part of their vendor program. But I just called another property management company just now, and I got the property manager on the phone. He said he has a property right now that he is dealing with some issues at, and he would love for us to come out and take a look. So already good to have something right off the bat, prove that we can do the work, and then anything moving forward, he's going to look to us to help him out. So pretty good. So I just got one from my client in Memphis, Tennessee. He has been wanting to hammer down on property management companies. I contacted one earlier today, and I'm still in the process of contacting them more to get them some information. That way we can be a part of their vendor program. But I just called another property management company just now, and I got the property manager on the phone. He said he has a property right now that he is dealing with some issues at, and he would love for us to come out and take a look. So already good to have something right off the bat, prove that we can do the work, and then anything moving forward, he's going to look to us to help him out. So pretty good.
I got an appointment for my client up in Washington today. Actually, a contact that he wanted me to create. They're right down the street from our company, and they were currently looking to shop. Based on the conversation I had with the person I was speaking to over there, seems like their current company isn't particularly taking great care of them, and they're really looking for quality of service, and really just honestly looking around, and they really liked how we were right up the street. Had about 16 users, server on the premises, and it should be a pretty good one.